Now, I think it's safe to say that I've been living under a rock, especially when it comes down to sim news. We have a sim crew who hasn't tweeted since 2022, all of a sudden come out with a tweet. We finally have been getting that roadmap that everybody's been questioning when we're gonna get it. And then we also have Magnetic, who's the principal designer for The Sims, actually dropped some hints saying that she'll be coming back in 2 weeks to see what the surprises they have for us. Also, if anybody cares, I'm a Mac player and EA app finally caught up to me. It sucks. But welcome back if you are new to my channel. My name's Simian. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you also learned something new, please give it a thumbs up because it truly does help out my channel. I'm actually really excited for this new setup that I'm going to be doing, especially when it comes down to sim news, because I feel like it's a little bit more personable. And not only that, but I feel like I'm actually talking into the mic and you guys can hear me. It does cause me to get ready a little bit more, but I don't mind it. Now, I really want to talk about this new roadmap that The Sims actually let out a couple of days ago, and it's called Let Love In. So we are talking all things love. We're getting the romance. Everybody's really excited. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that we're going to be getting kits. If you guys know me, I'm not really a big fan of kits, but again, everybody is saying, like, you know, you never know what we're gonna, they said we're gonna get 2 destination kits. A lot of people are thinking Paris, and I'm not sure what people are thinking Paris with this. I don't see Paris, but I do see some sort of water world. I don't know, like something, some world along the way of water, if that makes sense. Because if we do take a look at this, I think like over here, because I think over here we have these new buildings, so we're gonna get a lot of architecture over here. And then over here, I do think the 2 kits involve this right here and some of these small builds right here. So I do think that that's going to come in handy. Again, a lot of people are thinking that we're going to be getting hotels with this, because with the expansion pack that we're supposed to be getting, because again, it's 2 kits, 1 expansion pack, and 2 updates. But let's break this down. And now I'm not sure if this actually counts as an update, but we did get an SDX drop of new bathing suits. So I'm not sure if this is going to count as one out of the 2 updates that we're supposed to be getting. And these were new bathing suits. Personally, for me, I was not a big fan of these. I think they look like tops. In my opinion, they look like as if you were actually going out instead of a bathing suit. And to be honest, they're a little basic over on my end. I do think when they do these SDX drops, it'd be really cool for them to collab and partner, especially with other CC creators, or not even a CC creator, but just a simmer who has some sort of style. Because a lot of the sim gurus are boomers or very old, like right on that cusp millennials, trying to make stuff for younger millennials and Gen Z, and I'm just like not seeing it. And I didn't like the fact that we didn't get anything for infants. Why are infants always left out? I do not like that at all. Something that I mentioned that I always end up saying as well is that why do they end up promoting SDX drops with full trailers, but kits never get trailers? They just get those little gifts that everybody keeps seeing, and it just doesn't make sense to me, because like, what is to me, it just looks like they're kind of like being like kits will sell themselves maybe, and then SDX drops make it look like something is free so that it attracts more people. I don't know. You guys let me know how y'all feel about that down below in the comments, because I'm always getting confused on like whether or not that's like a good thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're gonna get into the roadmap really quick, because remember when I said that there was a leak that actually came out? Now we're gonna get 2 kits, and I think these right here, let me go ahead and pause this. To me, these are the 2 kits that we're gonna get. This is one over here, and this is another one over here. And this, if you take a look, thanks to the Hinford Hin, who actually dropped some of these leaks, we now have exactly what 2 of these kits are going to be looking like, and these are the 2 kits that are going to be for the roadmap. So this is one of them, and this is the second one. So like, look at these rocks. Rocks match up to these right here. I mean, come on, like y'all are gonna tell, like, look, like it has like the arch, the little tiles, everything. It just makes sense. And then you have over here, you have these like little flowers. I think the kits are going to be a part of the expansion pack, and it's going to be somewhat of an add-on. You know how The Sims loves to do like My First Pet stuff with cats and dogs? I feel like it's going to be the very same or similar vibe. But again, I know I'm late to the party. You guys probably already heard about all this jazz, so we're going to move on to the very next topic, and that is of course one of the sim vibes, but we're going to move on to the very next topic, and that is of course Magnetic actually. Now, a lot of the sim groups have been hyping this up. Even have Magnetic, who's the principal designer of the EA, end up tweeting something fun, something awesome, something new, something the team, including me, has been working on, redacted, what could it mean, coming soon. And if you guys look closely, it does say come back in 2 weeks. Free stuff, it's free stuff. So I think this is definitely going to be involving the whole updates that they said that we're going to be getting, including in the roadmap. So we're just going to have to wait to see. But what do you guys think it is? I mean, it's to the point where even EA Cade, who I literally thought he quit. That's how long it's been since he actually posted anything. And he ended up stating, so, oh, how I've been waiting for this, looking forward to seeing how the community reacts to this one until then, and then goes, okay, go, with some popcorn. Now he put in popcorn. So all I gotta say is, when it comes down to this roadmap, I really hope they're doing really hope they are trying to, I really hope that this is what they're making it seem like, because again, we have gotten this before where, you know, they hype up all these hacks and kits and updates and everything just for the whole Sims community to be like, what the hell is this, and be disappointed because everything is filled with not only bugs and glitches, but it's mediocre and bare minimum content. I'm personally not interested in the leaks that I just saw for the 2 new kits, but again, I didn't see all the swatches, so I could change my mind, and it could be something that actually adds on to the EP, but again, we'll wait and see. This is just off first glance. Now, one thing in particular is I do think that SimGuru Nova has to do with this expansion pack, and here's why. She hasn't tweeted, and SimGuru Nova is a producer, and she hasn't tweeted anything. I mean, nada about what's going on when it comes down to new content in The Sims. She's just been retweeting a couple of stuff, but she didn't even talk about the Party's Essential Kit. Like, she didn't even repost or talk about anything that had to do with the Urban Homage Kit or the Party Essentials Kit, which made me kind of think like, girl, what are you doing? Why are you tweeting? Second time this week that I've gotten excited about something at work and been like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to tweet about this, and stop myself because I'm not trying to lose my job and she'll have to wait, I fear. And then go something of the redacted sort to be clear. So I definitely think it has to do with the new expansion pack that's coming soon. I definitely think it has to do with the new expansion pack that's coming soon or the 2 new updates. You guys let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about that. Now, I told you guys that there was a Sim guru who hasn't spoken out in 2 years. And when I say spoken out, I mean Twitter or X, whatever you guys want to call it, okay? It's always going to be Twitter to me. I don't care what you guys say. Ended up tweeting out, when you see something that feels like it doesn't make sense, consider waiting for an additional context. When you see something that feels like it doesn't make sense, consider waiting for additional context before jumping to conclusions. Y'all, this is the Sims community in a frenzy. If you guys don't know who Sim Guru Graham is, he's the producer on The Sims 4, and basically he has not spoken, guys. He has not spoken in 2 years on Twitter. So all of a sudden that he's starting to say things like this, it's kind of like, what are you talking about? Who are you aiming things at? I mean, the last thing he tweeted was November 6, 2022, and that was for a fundraiser that they were doing, I believe, a stream, and they were doing the stream for a good cause with Maxis over on Twitch. So when you say, consider waiting for additional content before jumping to conclusion. Now, of course, if you guys know me, y'all already know that I had to dig into this just a little bit more, and lo and behold, I found out that Sim Guru Grant is actually starting a game. Thanks to Fabio Simmer. He said Sim Guru Grant's new adventure and new game in the works, and not a game by Maxis or EA, a game made by a whole new company where he is joined. Now, if you're not too familiar with Sim Guru Grant, he was actually working on Project Renee, and he actually ended up stepping down and said he was looking for something a little bit more and that it was time for a change. He also did mention that the hope is to find a new place that challenges him and allows him to dabble in some of these exciting areas and continue to delight in making games. Now, this is insane because he did say that thank you to Maxis for the career and letting me do so many different things, and he's gonna miss everyone, but he is ready to move on. And now everybody's like, okay, he's moved on. Like it's official. He's gone. He's like, okay, I got the bag. Now there's an article. I'm actually going to link this down below in the description if any of you guys are interested in looking at this. But thanks to James Avery, who actually tagged me over on Twitter, we're just going to go ahead and take a look and say we're at an interest time as players of Life Sims. I thought I looked pretty smart over here. We're going to take a look at some. And it does go on to say, I thought I looked pretty smart over a year ago when I left my former studio and announced that I was going to make a life sim to compete with the long-running The Sims. Now there are 4 or 5 seemingly great competitors being developed. Our difference is that we're focused on story, specifically the story that the players write themselves just by playing the game, and the players control the story they want to tell. Y'all, a lot of people have taken this and ran with it to Twitter. A lot of people have some, interest in being like, what is going on? Like, it is literally the year of life simulation games, and you guys cannot tell me that this is not connected, because I feel like everyone was talking about this. I mean, yes, this was on May 10th and this was on May 14th. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably like, yeah, the dates. This was like around May 14th and this was actually May 10th. So this could be who he was talking about allegedly, or he could also be talking about a lot of things that Simmers have been saying, even just throughout everything in general. Maybe he just got finally fed up with the fact that a lot of Simmers have been talking very negatively towards the game, especially because the game is not exactly where we want it to be as Simmers. We are consumers, and we expect, and not only expect, but we demand consistency and transparency, especially when it comes down to we know no game is completely perfect, but we do as consumers expect the game to work. And with a lot of bugs and glitches and lags that sometimes this game ends up having, and I'm like heavy on the sometimes, because it's more like every other day or every time a patch drops that there's something going wrong. It just seems that it's very frustrating to us as players. And so maybe once and for all, he's just snapped and said, you know what, just do a little bit more research before you guys start talking. And that's what I kind of got the vibe from. And I think the sim gurus are kind of like, they're getting fed up to the point where they're like, and I think what it is, a lot of people are very frustrated with what we're getting. So y'all let me know down below in the comments, do you guys think this is connected, or do you think it's more connected towards a lot of the simmers, or the simmers who have just been saying things about the game and who wish it was in a better state? I would love to know your opinions down below in the comments. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up because it truly does help out my channel. I want to thank you guys so much for your patience as I am trying to post this consistency. I think a lot of you guys forgot I was pregnant. I am not trying to like not post. I am trying my hardest. Pregnancy, guys, is a lot. Trying to be as consistent as I can. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love you have supported me with this channel. We are officially on the road to 30K. I have some really cool reels that are going to be uploaded on my channel very soon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching again. And of course, whether you comment on my videos, you like my videos, or you share my videos, or you're even a silent viewer, at the end of the day, you still supported me in some shape, way, or form. And for that, I thank you. I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.